Back here with you. It is 1 o'clock on early Thursday morning now as we are watching showers and storms that have been moving through our area. They have been strong. They have been producing and prompting severe thunderstorm warnings for multiple counties. We just had one expire at the top of the hour, and I wanted to give you that update here on what we're watching on these storms here on the south side. We did have that warning that was in effect for parts of Henry County, also into areas of Clayton County, Fayette County. That expired at the top of the hour at 1 o'clock, and we still have this bit of that storm left over Peachtree City with pockets of heavy rain and thunder and lightning, but that is not classified as severe anymore. That's going to keep moving over toward the east, over toward Coweta County. Again, still with that thunder and lightning there with that, and then it's going to be weakening as it continues to move away. We also have some of those heavier showers there on the south side through those areas of Meriwether County. And then the one that is still active, though, is this one right here that includes parts of Spalding County, a little bit of Butts County, Pike, Lamar County right here, but the core of this is a lot more intense in Monroe County, pushing down into parts of Upson County, still with that very heavy rain and a lot of the thunder and lightning. This is a severe thunderstorm warning that is going to be in effect for about another 14 minutes or so for those areas there on the south side. For those areas, again, we pointed out those counties, a little bit of Spalding here for parts of Butts County. Most of that is Monroe County and Lamar County here, and into parts of Upson County. That's going to be in effect until 1:15 as those storms continue to move over, drifting generally to the southwest at about 10 miles an hour. We're actually doing okay here in the Atlanta area right now. We still have some thunder and lightning there from the distance, but the heaviest rain has moved out. We've been watching some of these showers that have been developing. Remember, we were taking a look at this one in Barrow County to see if that was going to grow into a larger system or weaken. Well, it's weakening now, pushing into parts of Walton County. And so that's going to be the trend here for the metro area. Most of these storms are a little more intense there on the south side and pushing over into Alabama. And what you're seeing here, now this is really interesting, what I want you to see here. These storms are now falling apart. These are still holding together. Notice these starting to fire up down toward Harris County and into areas of southern Troup County. And then look how this curves up, these firing up here in parts of Randolph County and over into Alabama, where this is another boundary that's just developing there with those storms as they continue to push down toward the south and west. And those are the areas that we're going to see developing next, still in parts of Troup County, over into parts of Alabama. But we're hoping that once this one expires for us here at 1:15 down on the south side, for those parts of Lamar County, Upson County, also Butts County, and into Lamar County, that system is just going to weaken and continue to move away. And I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Pike County or the rest of Upson County might be included in an additional warning there. But hopefully we're going to see that weakening trend continue as all of those storms continue to move over to the east. And again, these storms just firing up there over in Alabama, and hopefully they'll stay there in Alabama. Some of these growing, though, into parts of Randolph County. But for Metro Atlanta, we're going to see things calming down just a little bit more, and we deserve it. It's been a pretty active night here, including a lot of those counties there in Metro Atlanta on the east side and also south and east of our city too. So the warning that we have is still there on the south side. It'll be in effect until about 1:15, and then keeping an eye on those storms stretching from LaGrange over toward and on the south side, still near Warner Robins, down toward Perry, is where most of the action is right now for that system there on the south side. And again, just keeping an eye on those storms as they continue to fall apart. Some of those still in South Fulton County, right over here. Moderate to heavy rain into Peachtree City, pushing into parts of Coweta County, where we have more of that moderate heavy rain getting closer to Noonan. But still nothing too strong there. We'll just wait and see if those storms maybe try to intensify a little bit more as they keep moving over toward the west, or if they'll just fall apart a little bit more as well. we've been keeping an eye on a lot of these storms here through the evening hours tonight, and especially those coming out of South Carolina through Augusta. And now a lot of these making southward and over toward Columbus are developing a little bit more with all that thunder and lightning as they continue to push on through. And again, that in Alabama starting to fire up a little bit more too. But again, storms in Alabama with this system are not pushing toward us. It's not like we normally watch with, this is more of a flow of these storms pushing from the north and east down toward the south and west. And that's been the trend that we're watching here. And we just see that weakening trend for these that were really strong along 75 and 575 or 675 down toward McDonough. But then here, these that are closer to Macon and just to the north and east of Macon are still holding together pretty well. But we hope to see that those will be falling apart a little bit more too. So things improving. We still have this severe thunderstorm watch that is in effect that does include parts of Metro Atlanta until 4 o'clock in the morning. I really think that the National Weather Service may take some of these counties out soon. They're north and east of the city, and maybe the metro counties will be taken out before the 4 o'clock expiration time. But until we hear from that, we still have this watch in effect until 4 o'clock. But we'll keep an eye on that to see if any additional if they're going to take some counties out or hold on to these counties until 4 o'clock in the morning. But we're hoping to see things dying down now for most of the metro area, just keeping our eye on the south side for those individual cells that are still strong in those areas. Okay, it looks like they did just issue a new warning here. In that box, let me show you here these areas. I'm going to take the lightning data off just so this is easier to see. So this latest warning that they are issuing is for those areas there, including Lamar County, Meriwether County, Pike, and Upson counties. That's going to be in effect until 1:45. So this core of this storm coming out of that Monroe County area and including this area of Lamar County, that's moving this way. So now Upson County and also parts of Lamar County, actually Pike County, and parts of Meriwether County are still in this severe thunderstorm warning with strong storms that are moving through. The National Weather Service is saying this is mainly for 60-mile-an-hour gusts. Not really seeing any hail with this anymore, but mainly 6-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and that storm moving to the west at about 15 miles an hour. So what we're going to see is this warning expire here. This polygon here is going to expire, but then we'll hold on to this one here as these storms move over to the west into those areas of Upson County, parts of Lamar County, Pike County, and also into Meriwether County. And we'll see how long that holds together. We still have a lot of lightning with this too. I'll put the lightning back on and you'll be able to see what we're talking about here with the number of lightning strikes. So that's the main core of those storms here. We'll do a query on that. Now this is going to be different than the queries we were doing a little bit earlier. So that's now back up to 700. But now remember, this part fell apart when we had over 800. Now the main energy is with this part of the storm where we have lightning strikes that are around 738 right now. And that's mainly in those spots between Thomaston over to those areas into Monroe County. So we'll have to keep an eye on those to see if those will continue to flare up and stay strong over on the side. Now I just got an update here from the National Weather Service about this thunderstorm watch. I was just saying that I was thinking that some counties should be taken out of that. And it looks like they did. I'm going to have to change something really quick here in order for us to see those counties that are disappearing. So, okay, you just saw those disappear here. So Atlanta southward, including Cobb, Fulton, DeKalb, over into Douglas County, all right, that line down to the south. So they took out a lot of counties north and east of the city from that severe thunderstorm watch. And they may take some metro counties out a little bit later as well, but we'll have to just keep an eye on that to see if they're going to do that. Because I really doubt the metro area is going to stay in this until 4 o'clock in the morning. Go back to radar data and you can see here what we're watching with those stronger storms there on the south side where in just a few minutes we're going to see this polygon will disappear. Should disappear at 1:15, and then we'll have that other polygon there for those storms down near the Thomaston area. And again, keeping an eye on these moving into Coweta County, still some thunder and lightning in association with those, but that's all going to move on over to the east or over toward the west and should weaken a little bit more too. So I just wanted to do this other kind of halfway quick update. That was about a 10-minute update on those storms as they continue to move away. Let's put this into motion here one more time to see those storms, again, from those outflow boundaries, firing up in Alabama and down toward LaGrange, but those are going to drift away. So these are the ones that we're just going to be watching here for a while with those severe storms there with that heavy rain, thunder, and lightning. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take you back to the map so you can get keep an eye on these storms there on the south side. I'm not leaving. I'm not going home. I'm just going to take a break to kind of analyze these a little bit more there on the south side. But just keeping an eye on those storms as they continue to move down to the south with that heavy rain, thunder, and lightning there. And those 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. We're not seeing any hail with these anymore. In fact, let me look at the hail. Yeah, just a little bit down in Thomaston. That's pretty small hail, talking about 3/4 of an inch in diameter for those storms there on the south side, and continuing to move on down to the south as well. So I'm going to take you back to the maps here so you can keep an eye on those storms on the south side. I'm not leaving. I'm still in the building, and I'll break in with any additional information that you might need to know coming up if needed in just a little while. But I'll take you back here to the map so you can keep an eye on the radar and the weather information that we have there. And then I'll be back with you if we need to come in with any additional information here coming up.